On August 7th, France Football announced the nominees for the Ballon d'Or 2025. Ousmane Dembélé is considered the favorite at the race. The same was true last year when Vinicius was 99% likely to win the Ballon d'Or, but this year the situation is somewhat similar. And we set ourselves the goal of making a video in which we warn you why Dembélé might not win the most coveted individual award in world football. So, let's get started. First, it's worth recalling who exactly determines the future winner of the award. 100 journalists vote, one from each of the top 100 FIFA-ranked countries. The voting is based on three main criteria: individual performance, scoring, decisive contribution, and influence; team achievement, trophies, success at club or national level; class and fair play, behavior on and off the pitch. The primary focus is on individual performance, and this is one of the key points that may hinder Ousmane Dembélé. And a few other important clarifications. The career criterion is no longer considered. The focus is only on the last season. The season is evaluated from the period from August 1st, 2024 to July 31st, 2025. Journalists select the top 5 from the shortlist, awarding points to places. First place, 6 points, second place, 4 points, third, 3 points, fourth, 2 points, and fifth, 1 point. Voting is taking place right now and will end approximately by the end of September. The ceremony itself will be held on September 22nd in Paris. But let's talk about certain skepticism that surrounds PSG's number 10. Dembélé's claims to the Ballon d'Or 2025 are not convincing at 100%. Analysts, fans, and even some experts doubt it. Ousmane has the numbers, but lacks either a large number of key goals in top matches or consistency, or decisive moments that distinguish a true winner of this prize. Dembélé finally exploded at PSG. His stats are impressive: 33 goals and 13 assists in all competitions, 21 goals in Ligue 1, where he won the Golden Boot, 8 goals and 6 assists in the Champions League, and his trophy cabinet consists of Ligue 1 plus Coupe de France plus Champions League. A full treble. Dembélé was also named the Champions League Player of the Season, but numbers and trophies are only part of the story. Here begins the constructive criticism. Dembélé was not at the top level all season. In autumn, he looked pale in Champions League matches. Only after a tactical reshuffle in December did Ousmane pick up form, when he moved to the false 9 position. In fact, his peak lasted from January to May, only 5 months. Should the Ballon d'Or go to a player who was great only for half a season, when there are others who shone from start to finish? His goals were not key or decisive. He didn't score in the Champions League final. Instead, he provided 2 assists, while the Zero Duo became the hero. In the Club World Cup final against Chelsea, he failed. In the Champions League semi-final against Spain, where Ousmane faced Yamal, he again disappeared. The hero was Lamine with 2 goals and an assist. So in the biggest matches of the year, Dembélé vanished. Yes, Ousmane scored an important goal at Anfield. He also delivered 2 assists against Aston Villa. In the semi-finals against Arsenal, his goal brought victory at the Emirates, and at the Parc des Princes he provided another assist. Though Dembélé didn't give us moments that will be remembered forever. No magic like Lamine Yamal's, no 1 versus 4 dribbling, no incredible episodes everyone was talking about. Fans often say, this wasn't Dembélé's season, it was PSG's season. He is part of the system, not the main star the team depends on. Some even believe players like Vitinha, Hakimi, Donnarumma, or even young Doué were more important than Dembélé in the Champions League knockouts. So, Ousmane may lose points even to his own teammates. Ousmane Dembélé played in a super dominant PSG, the strongest squad in France, top players in every line, and he's a league that allowed comfortable preparation for the Champions League matches. Some say even Bradley Barcola would have scored everything in his place. Ligue 1 was very weak competition, so 21 goals for the entire league doesn't impress. People ask, so should we give the Ballon d'Or for playing in maximally comfortable conditions? Raphinha at Barcelona, 34 goals plus 25 assists. Salah in Liverpool, 34 goals plus 23 assists. Kylian Mbappé at Real, 44 goals plus 6 assists. Or even Victor Gyökeres at then Sporting, 54 goals plus 13 assists. Compared to that, Dembélé's numbers don't look unique or outstanding. ESPN and Sports Illustrated experts rank Lamine Yamal first in terms of influence on the game, though they admit Dembélé's trophies may win him the vote. But the Barca winger's position is quite quite strong. And such a situation has already happened in history. Very recently, by the way. In 2018-19, Liverpool were the main triumphant of the season. Van Dijk was at his peak. But the winner was Messi, with a record low margin of just 7 points. Other Liverpool players also received votes, especially Mane, Salah, and Alisson. The consensus was that Van Dijk was hurt by the splitting of votes among too many Liverpool players. In total, 7 of them received points. Now the situation is even worse for Dembele. In a final 30-man list, besides him, there are 8 more Parisians: Donnarumma, Doué, Hakimi, Kvaratskhelia, Nuno Mendes, João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, and Vitinha. So the chances that Lamine will repeat Messi's 2019 trick are growing. The Barcelona prodigy had a phenomenal season, whose impact not only rivals, but in some aspects even surpasses Dembele's. The Wonder Kid became La Liga Young Player of the Season and one of Barca's leaders, who won a domestic treble, League, Cup, and Super Cup. His stats are also top level: 18 goals and 25 assists, totaling 43 contributions. Dembele, for example, has 46, only 3 more. In the key matches of the season, Yamal shone against Real in El Clásico, 3 goals and 2 assists. In the Champions League knockout, a goal plus assist versus Benfica, a goal versus Dortmund, and a phenomenal goal versus Inter, which was named UCL Goal of the Season 24-25. Lamine is credited with leadership qualities and a certain Barca dependence on him in decisive matches. He stepped forward, not Raphinha. In this sense, he surpassed Dembele. Zinedine Zidane, commenting on Yamal's performance versus Inter, said, "I've never seen anything like this in my life." And you can find many quotes from various ex-stars and coaches. Undoubtedly, Ousmane also has good press, but not on Yamal's level. Journalists throughout the season describe Barca's top talent like this: he always shows up at the key moment. Every touch is magic. In the context of Yamal's potential victory, people recall Ronaldinho's 2005 Ballon d'Or, won primarily for his influence on the game. His stats that season were not astronomical, just 13 goals and 17 assists, and in the UCL only 4 goals and 2 assists. Lamine's numbers are much better, and the magic is there too. In these aspects, few can compete with Barca's star now, as Lamine is the most hyped player on the planet this year, already beating Messi and Ronaldo in Google searches. This all matters and plays a big role in contests like the Ballon d'Or. The virality of this kid shouldn't be underestimated. In Barcelona, he is already the number 10, and essentially could be the new Lionel Messi in terms of influence. And Dembele, although he became the face of a winning PSG, is still perceived with caution in the media. This could be a Luka Modric or Rodri case, when a central midfielder gains recognition for a perfect season. The 25-year-old Portuguese became the heart of PSG in 2024-25. If Dembele scored, it was Raphinha who created the conditions. For example, in the Champions League final, he completed 44 out of 46 medium-range passes, many of which triggered crucial transitions, demonstrating exceptional composure and control. And if you want to dive even deeper into these kinds of advanced stats, progressive passes, XG build-up, chance creation under pressure, you'll find it all in the Football Extra app. It's a perfect place to see why the players like Vitinha are the real engines behind historic trebles. One of Luis Enrique's key tactical moves was moving Vitinha deeper into the holding midfield role. From there, he built attacks, dictated tempo, formed triangles with Neves and Ruiz, essentially leading the best midfield in club football. He became Europe's best holding midfielder, the player without whom PSG's whole system would not work. Vitinha was consistent throughout the season, assisted in the Champions League final, was reliable in key matches. Only the Club World Cup final versus Chelsea exposed PSG's weakness under pressure. That was when analysts said, maybe Dembele isn't the genius, he just functions well next to Vitinha. Moreover, Vitinha won more trophies than Ousmane. To the treble, he added the Nations League trophy, won in the final against Spain's Yamal. Along with Mendes, he has the most complete trophy collection of the season, and he must be considered one of the main contenders for the Ballon d'Or, as the jury values players who shine both in club and national team. That's how Rodri won last year. And ultimately, only 100 journalists will decide the fate of the Ballon d'Or 2025. We'll be watching closely. This was Lamine Yamal channel. Thank you for being with us today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories. Make sure to check out our video about most dangerous football club in the world from Iceland, playing just a few kilometers away from a huge volcanic system. They say even Lamine Yamal would be afraid to step in the pitch under such conditions. You definitely don't want to miss this. So, see you soon!